side corner. This one's a direct pass to the left layoff for the shot. So it's going directly to number 26, and then they have the shot. And one of the ideas of this corner is most people expect the ball to go to the trapper. So as the defense runs out, they're expecting it to go to the trapper, and it's to try to catch the defense unawares and then create that little bit more gap, that little bit more time to then be able to have an open goal to shoot at. So in this situation, we could also combine this corner and the last corner, and we could look at the ball coming back in towards the person who pushed out, and then be able to place the ball in behind the goalkeeper into the net as another variation. So now we've got a fourth player on top of the circle, and they've just taken the direct flick option here. So you can use all the same variations that we've just seen for just the and going to the left two player. So we can see here in this example with the addition of the extra player, it has now meant that the ball can go to the first layoff and they can actually leave it, and it can then go to the further player for them to shoot. So now the defense has got to work out which one of these left layoffs is actually going to be shooting, and they've got to now cover a little bit more of the goal, particularly on that left-hand side area. So you can see there that it's the flicker who lays the ball off. And there's a couple of important things in these corners to be aware of. And I think the first thing is a common mistake made, especially at lower levels, is that the person taking the shot, so number 28 here, as he shoots, at lower levels, what will happen is that person will trap the ball and then they'll take a flick after trapping it. Now, if you trap the ball, it makes it then harder for you to score because you have a lot less time after you've trapped it then to get your shot away or to have the open net that you need that's being created because of the runners initially running at where the ball was being trapped. So it's really important that this becomes a one-touch shot, not a trap and flick. The other thing here you'll notice is that the flicker does this pass as we've talked about, and you'll notice that the flicker who's doing the one-touch shot on the left layoff, is already in a position before the ball is really passed to be able to receive and then flick. So they're not really moving after the pass. They've sort of already moved before the pass. So that footwork is really important to position themselves prior to the pass being made. All right. Now, with another left layoff, and as we said again, there's a few variations of how the ball gets there. This one, again, the flicker is going to pass it, but this time the flicker actually passes the ball behind them. So a behind their back pass rather than passing the ball in front of them. And again, with this, you'll notice we'll go firstly back to the little behind the backs pass. So you'll see that they move past the ball. So it's a dummy like they're flicking. And then they give this little backstick pass, which then puts the defense a little bit unawares to what's happening and gives the shooter a little bit more open goal. And then again, the person taking this left layoff one touch is already positioning themselves before the ball is really passed. So as soon as the ball arrives, they're in a good position to get that quick one touch going and that quick shot. Now, again, one other version of the left layoff pass is that the trapper passes the ball. So when the trapper traps the ball, they then use their stick and bunt the ball across for the one touch. So here with this one, you'll notice, if we go back to it, you'll notice the trapper with their little bunt of the stick here, they pass the ball across to the person having the one touch shot. Again, they have their one touch shot, and